it is time to hopefully crown a champion. Lights out for the feature race here in Portugal. A great getaway from Jack Crawford. Unlike he did yesterday, he will lead into turn 1 from pole position. From Return with Miata and Lawrence Van Hoopen in third. Side by side we go with O'Sullivan and Stenshaw for fourth and fifth. Now O'Sullivan goes down the inside of his title rival Van Hoopen. This is exactly what O'Sullivan needs if he wants to win the title today. He gets past Van Hoopen and already up into third place. But it's Jack Crawford who leads the first lap of 37. Oh, out in the lead from Return with Miata and the champion-elect, Zach O'Sullivan. We're already on lap 2, we're on board with Zach O'Sullivan, who's gaining on Return with Miata. He's been cutting distance on Miata, round the outside, and he's ahead of Miata. Zach O'Sullivan goes round the outside of the Japanese driver, and it's P2 for car number 2. The championship leader is into second place, and he can now hunt down Crawford for the lead here in Portugal. On board with O'Sullivan through the bank's final corner they go, and here comes O'Sullivan, side by side with Jack Crawford, down the main straight to start lap 3. O'Sullivan and Crawford still side by side. Can Crawford do anything to come back at him? No! Zach O'Sullivan into the lead, and the man who could wrap up the title today has got past Jack Crawford and moves into the lead. This man, Zach O'Sullivan, just cannot be stopped around Portimao. But with rain forecast later, things could change. But for now, it's O'Sullivan in the lead on lap 3. Crawford's a sitting duck as we see Miata going round the outside of the American into turn 1. They're nearly making contact there, but they've managed to get the position switched, and Miata is up into second place now. What can he do against O'Sullivan, hoping that he can chase after him and help Van Hoopen in the championship still? Well, we don't know. We'll see what Miata can do. But right, for now, he's in second place, ahead of the dams behind him. There's Alex Powell, and he's about to get overtaken by Urban Lindblad. What is going on with Alex Powell's car? He might have an engine problem, and now Nikita Bedrin goes round the outside of Alex Powell. Powell's down to 12th place, and that could be his championship hopes gone. Because with problems in that Bremer, he is now out of the points, and that could be his chances of his championship thrown away after that disastrous issue he's got in that car. It's something wrong with the car, I'm just so slow in the streets. So Alex, we believe we have some sort of technical issue. Just do the best you can to continue. Nothing we could do, I'm afraid. Oh no. A technical issue for Alex Powell, and that's really ruined his chances for the title in his rookie season. And surely now his chances of the championship are gone. He is now out of the title fight, and that is Alex Powell out of the championship race. We're on board with Arvid Lindblad, and he's all over the back of Charlie Burns, going round the outside into turn 1. They get ahead. They're still side by side, and he is ahead. Take a bow, Arvid Lindblad, round the outside of Charlie Burns, and the Brit is up into 9th place for Campos. Look closely in the camera lens. Spots of rain are falling, and we have got cars coming into the pits. Return with Miata becoming the first to pit. What tyres are going to go onto him? Ted, down to you. It's going to be slick tyres, I'm afraid. It's not wet enough for the full wet tyres, but Miata's coming in, and also the others behind him. I can see First coming in, so let's see what Miata can do. It's slick tyres, soft tyres to what could be the end of the race. He's got held up a little bit by the dams of Burt's coming through, but he hasn't been held up enough. So Miata, if he wants to win this race, he's going to have to hope for an absolute miracle with the rain coming down. Well, let's see. Alright then, Jack Crawford is into the pits along with Van Hoopen, Stenshaw and Mini as well, and O'Sullivan has carried on. That's actually a wise decision though, because they can't double stack at ART, even though O'Sullivan was miles ahead of his teammate, but they decided not to pit O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan staying out. Is he going for the full wet tyre gamble? I think that might be the reason why he stayed out. That could help him. But this won't help him. Jack Crawford, he's getting held up in the pits, and he's now been overtaken by Stenshaw, by Van Hoopen and by Mini. But look down the main straight, Rotoma Miata's gaining. Rotoma Miata moves up into a net second place. Right now, oh wait, he is in second place, so that's really helped Miata. What will happen now when O'Sullivan pits? Will O'Sullivan go for the gamble or will he not? Wait and see. Dino Bogdanovic is pitted and he's now last, so whatever has happened to him, his race might be undone. Boob, guys, why were the tyres not ready? Boob's sake. Oh, the tyres weren't ready for Dino Bogdanovic. Oh, dearie me. So that's really ruined his race. Wow. O'Sullivan's coming in. Now, will this be for the wet tyres then? Sit down to you. Soft tyre for O'Sullivan. He's not going for the gamble. But so he's coming in for the dry, soft tyres and what possibly go to the end. Yes, it is raining. It might get wetter by the end of the race, but O'Sullivan's coming in for the soft tyres. Now, let's hope he can have those tyres to the end and possibly win the title in just 12 laps' time. Who's that slowing down? That's Miata! That's Rotoma Miata! He's got a problem in the road-in! Rotoma Miata parks up, and just as he did in Mexico, he parks up his road-in, and he is out of the race. That is a huge shame for Rotoma Miata. The Japanese driver is out of this sprint race. Sorry, feature race. Boo! You're kidding me, mate. You're kidding me. Sorry, guys. The rain's starting to get harder. Anything can happen now with a few laps remaining here in Portugal. Oh, lock up from Arvid Lindblad, and through goes Nikita Bedrin in the AIX to move up to 7th place. Lindblad's mistake drops him a place down to 8th. Bedrin says, "Thank you very much, Arvid." Oh, look at this! O'Sullivan's coming in! The stewards have just disabled DRS. Surely it's a wet tyre gamble, Ted. Yes, it is! O'Sullivan is coming in for the 4 wet tyres. So this will losing the lead of the race with him in the pits, but will he be on the better tyres? I don't know. He might have thrown a win away, but he might as well go for it. He's got nothing to lose. He has got nothing to lose, and I wonder, with him pitting, I think a few laps early for the 4 wet tyres, is this the moment that the title today strips out of Zach O'Sullivan's hands? Did you expect this man to win this race today? Well, we certainly didn't, but after Zach O'Sullivan's late gamble, this man is about to take glory. Zach O'Sullivan's still fighting to get as many positions as he can, but this man will take the top position and his second win in virtual Formula 2. Martini Ascension wins the feature race here in Portimao, and it's a 1-2 for Invicta as Sophia Fleurs finishes second. Lawrence Van Hoopen finishes third to keep his title hopes alive. Gabriele Mini fourth. Zach O'Sullivan went for the gamble, but he just didn't have enough pace to keep up with the guys ahead. He finishes fifth. Crawford, Bedrin, Crawford, Bedrin, Lindblad, Marty and Wirtz complete the top 10. But it's Martini Ascension, your winner, and the championship will go on to the last round in Vegas next time out. Stay tuned, gents, ladies and gents. This title fight is far from over. Amazing, Marty. Your second win in virtual tour, man. Well done. Yeah, boys. Yes. Woo. 1-2 for the team as well. Good job, guys. So happy for you. Well done. Whew, come on. Let's hear from Zach O'Sullivan. Yeah, mate. Good job, P5. I know the gamble was later, but you still did a good race. Yeah. It's not over yet, though. Let's go win it in Vegas. Good job, team. Let's run you through the results one more time before we say goodbye. It's Martini Ascension, then your winner from Sophia Fleurs, and Victor 1-2 after an amazing end to this feature race. Lawrence Van Hoopen finishes third to keep the title fight alive going into the season finale in Vegas next time out. Gabriele Mini fourth ahead of Zach O'Sullivan, who has got a clear advantage. He's got one hand on the championship and he could win it in the sprint race in Vegas next time out. Jack Crawford, Nikita Bedrin, Arvid Lindblad, Pepe Marti and Charlie Wirtz complete the points at the end of that feature race. And in the standings now, 35 points. between O'Sullivan and Van Hoopen. Van Hoopen is narrowly in contention, but O'Sullivan's got a good advantage to win the title in the sprint race at the final round in Vegas next time out. Alex Powell, of course, out of the championship. He's 50 points behind. He can't win the title from there. There's no way that's going to happen for him now. So it's just O'Sullivan and Van Hoopen who can win the championship this season. And in the team standings, also 35 points the gap. This time between ART and Rodin. So ART have got a good advantage to win the team's championship as well. But Rodin will have to hope for an absolute miracle if they want to win both championships. But that has been our weekend wrapped up here in Portimao. And ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds, we go to the final round. The 11th and final round in Las Vegas next time out. It's racing along the Vegas Strip. We cannot wait for that, and we hope you guys are not looking forward to that as well. Thank you so much for your company. We'll see you for the finale in Las Vegas, the title deciding round when Virtual Formula 2 returns.